All right, so let's get started. Today we're going to focus on pronunciation for the final S. This has to do with when we use verbs in third person form, and also this rule uh, applies to plural forms as well. Do you remember that in the previous module we talked about some spelling rules for simple present, right? When we use verbs in third person form, that you add letter S to the verb. Yes?
Yes, teacher.
Okay. So letter S is pronounced in 3 different forms. So today you're going to learn how to pronounce the final S, right? When we have a verb in third person form, and also when we have plural nouns. Okay.
Good evening.
Good evening, Lil. How are you?
I'm
Okay, that's fine. So guys, let me show you a video.
This sentence is grammatically correct, but it's wordy and hard to read.
Final S, Lil. Final S. We're going to focus on pronunciation. That is the topic. Can you hear me well?
Yes, teacher.
Yes.
yes, teacher.
Okay, here we go.
Thank you for joining us today on American English Daily. Today we'll be exploring a pronunciation topic, how to pronounce final S. Before we begin, please make sure that you have gone and watched my introduction to pronunciation video, which discusses the difference between voiced and voiceless sounds. It will be important for you to understand those basics before you move forward in this topic. Okay.
All right, so let me explain these terms before we continue with the video. All right, we have voiceless and voiced sounds. Voiceless sounds are the ones that don't produce vibration, okay? And the voiced sounds are the ones that produce vibration. So it's really important that you understand these terms so you can understand this video, all right? Because for voiceless sounds, we use a way to pronounce the letter S. And for voiced sounds, we use another way to pronounce the letter S.
Let's get started. Final S in English is very important. With nouns, the final S can distinguish singular from plural. For example, a book, many books. And with verbs, the final S can distinguish third person singular from other forms. For example, I work, he works, she works, it works. Therefore, if you want to sound accurate and grammatically correct when speaking English, it's important to be able to pronounce the final S correctly so that the listener can hear it and distinguish it. In English, there are 3 different ways to pronounce the final S. S, z, is.
All right, so these are the 3 ways to pronounce the final S. This one is S, this one is Z, and this one is is. Repeat after me, please. S. Okay, this one, Z. Okay, and this one is.
Is.
Is. Okay, all right. These are the 3 ways to pronounce letter S.
And there is actually a very simple rule to help you determine which of these endings you need to say. First of all, let's look at some examples in each of these categories. Waits, stops, packs, plans, jobs, calls, finishes, boxes, pages.
So you hear the ending. Wait, remember the sound, right? S, waits, stops, packs.
Waits,
All right.
stops,
This one, z,
packs,
z, remember plans,
plans,
jobs,
Plans,
goals,
Oh, oh,
right?
jobs,
This one
calls,
is,
calls,
right? Finishes,
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 pages.
boxes,
boxes,
Okay.
space,
page,
First
page,
to know which
Page.
pronunciation you should choose for the final S, you need to look at the last sound, not the last letter, the last sound before the S. Let's go back and look at our first example in the S category. Wait. You'll notice that wait ends with the sound T, 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 and T is a voiceless sound. Therefore, we're going to choose the voiceless S for the S pronunciation.
Okay. So this is the simple this is the simple rule. Okay, you need to focus on the sound that you have before before the letter S, okay? This verb is modified already right here. So you need to focus on the last sound, not the letter, not the letter. Remember that pronunciation rules have to do with sounds, not spelling, okay? So you need to focus on the sound that you have before the letter S. And in this case, we have a voiceless sound. Remember, I told you voiceless sounds are the ones that do not produce vibration. So if we focus on this sound, t, 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 you don't feel any vibration. T, 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 right? No vibration. What about this one? P, 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 no vibration. This one, k, no vibration. So uh, which form of the of of the sound in order to pronounce either the third person form of the verb or the plural noun, okay, are going to use? So we're going to choose the voiceless sound for the letter S, which is this one. So wait, waits, stop, stops, pack, packs, voicelet sound, okay, voicelet sound. So what about this one, okay? If we focus on this sound, you do feel vibration. B, 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 you do feel vibration. Ooh, you do feel vibration. So we are going to choose the voiced sound for letter S, which is Z. So plan, plans, job, jobs, call, calls. All right?
Now let's look at our example in the Z category. Plan. Plan ends with a sound n, and n is a voiced sound. Therefore, we're going to choose the voiced Z as our pronunciation for the S. Plans. On to the third category. Our first example, finish, ends with a sound sh. Now this is a buzzing sound, sometimes called a sibilant in pronunciation. And if we have one of these buzzing sounds, s, z, sh, ch, j, we need to add an is ending for the S ending. This category is important because is, unlike s and z, will add an extra syllable to the word. So you'll notice our example finish has 2 syllables, finish. But when we add the S ending, it now has 3 syllables, finishes. Let's look at another example of this category. This one is often the hardest one to master because of the extra syllable that we're adding to the word. Let's look at the example box. The word box has 1 syllable, box. When we add that is ending, boxes, we add an extra syllable, boxes. Let's look at a few more examples and let's practice applying this rule. I will say,
okay, so what about this category? What about this sound? Okay, when you have a buzzing sound, the buzzing sounds are these ones, like for example, sh, ch, sh, ch, x, j. All right, those are buzzing sounds. So when we have those sounds at the end of a verb, okay, so we're going to pronounce the final S as is. Also, another aspect which is really important is that you add an extra syllable to the verb. Finish, all right? Finish, only 2 syllables, okay? But if you add es, all right, you're adding an extra syllable to the verb. So you say finishes. Box, just one syllable. But if you make it plural, you add an extra syllable. So the pronunciation is boxes. All right. Page, page, only one syllable. But if you make it plural, okay, it sounds like pages and you have two syllables. Okay. So questions so far. Questions so far.
No, teacher.
No? Okay, remember, you need to focus on the last sound before the letter S. Okay, the last sound. In order to distinguish if you're going to use the voiced sound for letter S or the voiceless sound for letter S. And if you add an extra syllable, so that verb corresponds or belongs to this category if you add an extra syllable. All right, because there's a buzzing sound at the end. Remember, buzzing sounds are sh, ch, ts, j. All right, finish, sh, box, x, x, x. Page, j, j, j. Okay, so those are buzzing sounds. Let me give you an example for the first category. Okay, oops. No pueden ver mi chat.
No.
No.
Oops. Sorry. Now?
Yes.
Okay. There you have the meaning for voiceless and voiced, okay? ¿Lo pueden ver ahora?
Yes, teacher.
Okay,
Yes.
all right.
Yes, teacher.
All
Yes,
right.
teacher.
Yes, teacher.
Okay, look at this verb. This is the base form, walk, walk, right? No vibration, so it's voiceless. It's a voiceless sound. So in order to use this verb in third person form, how do you pronounce it? How do you pronounce it? Walks, walks, walks.
Works.
Okay,
Works.
use the voiceless sound for the letter S. Okay.
Works.
Walks,
Works.
walks.
Works.
Works.
And letter L is not pronounced. Letter L is not pronounced. Walks.
Works.
Works.
Walk.
Right? Another example. Paint. Paint. Another voiceless sound. So the third person form is paints. Paints. Paints.
Paints.
Okay.
Paints.
Now let's move to the second category, right? Which is Z, the Z sound, okay? What about this one? Play. Focus on the last sound. Play. You do have vibration, okay? So the pronunciation is, for the third person form, plays, plays, plays. Okay, another example. Enjoy,
Enjoy.
enjoy, enjoy, okay? All right, so you do have
Enjoy.
vibration. So the pronunciation for the third person form is enjoys, enjoys.
Enjoys.
Now let's move to
Enjoys.
the third category, which is
Enjoys.
is, right? What about this one? Watch. Okay,
Watches.
watch, only one syllable. But if you make this verb, all right, if you make it into third person form, you add an extra syllable. So the pronunciation is watches, watches. Okay, watches. Another example.
Take.
Which one? Which one, William?
Take. Take.
Ache.
Take.
Write it down, please. I didn't catch it. Oh, take. No, take belongs to the first category, William, because in this case, you are not adding an extra syllable to the verb. You are not adding an extra syllable. Okay, so this verb doesn't apply to this rule. Okay. What about this one? Catch. Catch. Only one syllable, right? But if we use this verb in third person form, we add an extra syllable. We have a buzzing sound. So we say catches, catches. All right?
Catches.
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 Word
Yes.
without the S ending. And I would like you to add an S ending and decide how it should be pronounced. Say it out loud. Try it out, see if it sounds right. Then I will say it, and you can check your answer. Let's begin. Class.
Okay. So you have these words, guys, and let's practice, right? I want you to decide the category that belongs to these words. For example, the first one, class, class, all right? So which is the correct, this is a noun, this is not a verb, okay? This is a noun. But how do you pronounce the plural form? Tanya, what is the classification? What is the category for this word according to the pronunciation for the letter S?
Glasses.
So are you adding an extra syllable?
Yes.
Okay, so how do you pronounce it?
Yes.
Okay, so how do you pronounce it?
Glasses.
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 Classes.
All right, classes. All right, William, please continue with the second one. Item.
Item. Item
Which is the category?
is the second category.
Okay, is the second category. Yes. Okay. Is voiced sound. So you say items. Okay.
Item.
Items. Items.
items,
Classes. The is ending. Item. The word item ends with the sound which is voiced. So I'm going to say items with a Z ending for the S. Items. Shoe.
Okay. Marvin, what about shoe?
The first category,
The
shoes.
first one or the second one? Focus on the last sound. You do you have um, a voicelet sound or voiced sound?
The second category,
Oh, the second category. Okay, there you go. Shoe. Okay,
shoe.
shoe, singular, plural, shoes. Okay, Miguel, what about this one? Hope.
Hope. The first category.
The first category. Guys, the pronunciation is category.
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 Category. You have
Category.
the stress on the first syllable. Category.
Category.
No, category.
Category.
Yes, category. Hopes.
Shoe ends with a vowel, and all vowels are voiced. Ooh. So
Okay, look, this is really important, and maybe this is a tip. All right. Vowels are voiced. All vowels are voiced. So all the vowels produce vibration.
once again, I'm going to add the Z ending. Shoes. Hope. Hope ends with P, which is voiceless. So we're going to add an S onto it. Hopes. Catch.
Okay, Giovanni. Well, you already have the answer, right? But tell me, catch.
catch, teacher,
Uh-huh. And what is the category? How do you pronounce the letter S? S, Z, or is?
is,
Okay, so how do you pronounce it? Give me the verb, give me the verb.
catches,
Catches, okay?
catches,
Catches. All right, Thomas, you're next. Okay, what about tip? What about tip, Thomas?
Tips. Tips is second category.
Thomas, focus on the last syllable. Vibration or no vibration?
Tips. No vibration.
Okay, so is it the first category or is it the second one?
First,
It's the first one. Okay, tips. Do you know the meaning of
tips,
tip, guys?
tips.
Do you know the meaning of tip? What does tip mean? Ever?
Propinas.
Okay, yes.
Propinas.
Extra money, right, that you give. Okay, or it can be the action. Okay, so let's continue.
Catch ends with ch, which is one of our buzzing sibilant sounds. So we need to add the syllable is onto it. Catches, catches, tip. So tip ends with a voiceless sound, so I'm going to say tips. Store.
Okay, Ever? What about store?
Is the first one category stores.
You sure? Store.
Stores.
Store. Vibration or no vibration?
The second category.
Okay, is the second category. Yes.
Yeah, the vibration.
Uh-huh.
Yeah, stores.
Stores.
The last sound is a voiced consonant. So I'm going to add the z ending. Stores. Buzz.
Okay, Nicolas, what about buzz?
Buzz is three.
The third one.
The third one.
Okay. All right. How do you pronounce it? How do you pronounce it? How do you pronounce the final S?
Is buses.
Which one?
Buses.
Buzzes.
Buses.
Buzzes.
Buses.
Buzzes.
Buses.
You add an extra syllable. Okay, you add an extra syllable.
Buzz ends with z, one of our buzzing sounds. So I'll add the syllable is onto it. Buzzes. Buzzes. Assume.
Okay, Max. Okay, give me the category for this word, Max.
Is the second category.
Is the second category. Okay. No, how do you pronounce it?
Assumes.
Okay, assumes. Assumes. Okay, like a B. All right, assumes. Oops, sorry. It's this one. It's the second. It's the second. Okay. Don't pay attention to this, guys, because it was a mistake. All right. Okay. Let's continue.
Assume ends with a voiced consonant. So I'll add z for the S sound. Assumes. Assumes. College.
Boris, what about college?
Is the
College.
college is
What
the
was the last sound?
first category.
Which one? Which one?
First category.
First, are you sure? You're adding an extra syllable. And focus on the last sound, we have one of the buzzing sounds, college. Okay, so what is it?
Okay. College. Second category.
Second category. You sure about it?
Sorry. Third category.
Third category. Okay, how do you pronounce it? How do you pronounce it?
College.
Add
College.
the extra syllable. It's plural.
College.
Colleges.
Colleges.
Yeah, college.
Colleges.
Okay.
Colleges.
College ends with j, one of our buzzing sounds, so I'll add the syllable is. Colleges. Colleges. Pass.
Okay. William.
Tell me, teacher.
Okay, what about this one? What about pass? What is the category?
Pass is the first category.
Are you sure? Is it the first category? Pass. Don't you
Maybe
have extra syllable?
second category.
It's not the second one. You are adding an extra syllable, William. You are adding an extra syllable.
Passes.
Yes. So it's the third category. Passes.
Okay.
Pass ends with s, one of our buzzing sounds, so we need to add the syllable is onto the end of it. Passes. Passes. Pack.
Okay. And what about the last one? Lil, well, you already have the answer, right? But tell me. Tell me, Lil. Pack.
Is the third category?
Is this the third one, Lil? You add an extra syllable?
Packets. Yes, packets.
Packets?
Packets.
Or look, this verb is one of the examples.
What, teacher?
This verb is one of the examples.
Packs.
Waits, stops.
Is pack.
Okay, so what is the correct category?
Packs. The first?
The first one, yes. You don't add an extra syllable, right? And
Okay.
pack, you do not have any vibration. So the third person form of the verb is packs. Packs.
Packs.
Yes.
Okay.
All right. Guys, please repeat after me. Repeat after me. Catches.
Catches.
Catches. Catches.
Glasses.
Catches.
Classes.
Glasses.
Glasses.
Fish.
Items.
Shoes.
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 Tip.
Shoes.
Tip.
Tips.
Doors.
Tips.
Doors.
Buses.
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 Assume.
Assume.
Colleges.
Colleges.
Passes. Guys, there's a mistake
Bags.
Yes.
right here. Okay, wait. Okay. Passes.
Buses.
Okay.
A voiceless sound, so I'm going to add packs. How did you do? Hopefully, you did well. If not, you should keep practicing. You can come up with your own list of words and try this out for yourself at home. Just remember to listen for the last sound of the word. Don't necessarily look for the last letter, since if it has a silent E, that might confuse you. Just say the word without the S and listen for the last sound that you hear. Is it a voiceless sound, like p, t, k? Is it a voiced sound, like d? Or is it a buzzing sound? If you can figure out what the last sound in the word is, you can also figure out how to pronounce the S ending once you add a final S onto that word. As always, if you have any comments or questions, please feel free to leave them below or visit our Facebook page and leave them there. I'm always happy to accept suggestions for new videos. Thank you for joining us, and we will see you next time on American English Daily.
Ya te hiciste pipí. ¿Tienes agua?
All right. Questions? Questions so far? No questions?
Teacher, I have a question.
Okay.
I talking in Spanish.
Oh, come on, Tania.
Yes, teacher.
Tell me.
Okay. Teacher, cuando hay una palabra que solo tenga una sílaba o dos, pero al agregarle la regla de la tercera persona, se convierta en otra sílaba más, ¿verdad?
Sí, sí, sí.
Es un hecho que va a ser es. Y
Yes.
o sea que ahí nos podemos guiar para poder mencionar esa palabra.
Exactly.
Okay, teacher.
All right. Okay, can you please go to Schoology right now, guys? Go to Schoology. Go to Schoology. Go to Schoology, click on week number 2, click on extra practice.
Okay.
And then click on S pronunciation.
Okay.
All right?
Right.
Are you in? Are you in?
Yes.
Yes, teacher.
Yes,
So
teacher.
you're gonna work in
Yes.
so you're gonna work in small groups. You're going to look for the correct sound. All right. Focus on the ending sound before deciding which sound you're gonna use for the letter S. Okay. Focus on the last sound. If it is voice, voiceless, if you add an extra syllable. Join.
tienen la S incluida, solo es de...
Solo es de clasificarlas. En
Ajá,
la primera,
exacto.
segunda o tercera categoría.
Sí.
Live. Live. Hay que ver si tienen, por ejemplo, live, a ver si tiene vibración. Live no tiene
Ajá.
pronunciación.
Live.
Vibración. Live.
Este,
O sí.
Live.
Live. Live. Sí,
live.
¿verdad?
No,
¿Cómo no?
live. Live.
Live. Live.
Like.
Live.
Mm, live.
Live.
Precioso. Ellos.
Live. Sí.
Seguro.
Sí.
Live.
Live. Yo
Live.
lo siento como
Live.
mudo.
Live. De que, por el que no tiene vibración es la P, la T o la K. Eso no pronuncia vibración.
Tania,
¿Mande? Creo que sí.
you writer. No. O no hay que
You're right.
escribir, como no, ¿verdad? Sí,
Ah,
¿verdad?
fíjese que se pueden tocar los cuadritos azules. Los que están abajito, a la par de cada palabra.
Sí. Chequeo,
Oh,
lo
bye.
chequeo.
Yes.
The
Entonces,
listen, hey, listen, guys. The pronunciation is live.
live.
Yeah.
Live.
Live. No,
Live.
no vibration.
No, because you were saying live, and it's not live, it's
Ah,
live.
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 Excuse me,
Live.
Live.
teacher. Excuse me.
Live.
Ah,
Live.
Live.
Lives.
Ya sé por qué lo dice.
Live.
Live. Correct pronunciation, teacher?
Live.
live,
Live.
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 And then is the first.
Mm, mm.
Mm-mm.
For me, this is a vibration. Lives.
Lives.
Yes.
In the second
It
one.
is the second category.
Category.
Category. Category.
Second one category.
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 Ya es que está en japonés. Qué oso. This is the second category.
Category.
Make. Make.
Mate.
Make.
Mate.
Make.
Mate. Mate. Mate.
Makes.
The second.
The second.
Makes.
Make.
That's voices.
Which is
The third category has the first has stops
stop in the first one.
yes watch
Which
What?
the
gas
watches
What is
the first or the second guys pace
is size
says pace the second says
Says.
says?
says
Says.
say
The pronunciation
says
says. We don't say say, we say says.
Says.
and pace or
Face.
correct pace
One.
Face.
Let me see.
Pace.
Stay. Ah, pay. No, in this case you say pays, right? Pays. So, but for other, you say says.
Okay.
Mhm.
Enjoys. Enjoys. This the homework send you teacher.
Which homework?
This is activity.
No. I mean, just check your answers. Check your answers. If you don't get 10, do it again.
Goes.
If you don't get 10, do it again. All right?
Okay.
Okay. Has.
Makes.
Really bad. Really bad.
Ahí sí.
Todas las que dijo Lenny salieron malas.
Esto mala, tío.
Hey, come on. Redo it.
Okay.
Repeat.
Ay, no, ya está mal.
Ahí en el traductor porque Lives pronuncia, entonces es la primera, pues. Lives.
Lives.
Eso.
Segunda. Second. Makes.
One.
Number. No es number 3. Makes. Ponerla en traductor.
Y entonces has era en la segunda. Has.
Espérame, ahorita te digo. Sí, porque la primera le pusimos y no salió malo. Has.
Ajá. Live.
Live. También
Live, la segunda.
Live era en la segunda. Como si te fijas cuando lo pronuncias sin la S, live.
Ajá.
Live. La tercera, ¿en cuál le salió? Invite.
Invite. Yes.
Sería en segunda categoría.
Dear.
Tell me.
The pronunciation of has is has. Because the first person, the verb is have. Oh no.
Has. Yes. I mean, actually, that is a regular form. It changes completely, right? Because the base form is have, and the third person form is has. So but it changes completely. So, but yeah, it's with the second form for the letter S. Z, has.
Okay. Thanks, teacher.
Okay. You finished?
Yes, teacher.
Yes.
How much you got? How much you got? What was this? What was the score?
9.
9.
7
Uh,
de 10.
What is 7 out of 10?
7.
And you, Oscar?
8 or 10.
Okay. Did you finish?
No yet.
Hey, no.
Not yet.
Okay. Estaba feo el tráfico el viernes, Gaby.
Horrible. Ya toda la gente sale como que sí, no pasa nada.
¿Verdad?
Está feo ya. Está feo, feo. Y como era, creo que día de pago también.
Ajá.
No, hombre. O sea, que no quería saber de nada, de nadie, de nada. Pero bueno. Y no me gusta manejar. Odio manejar, pero... ni modo. Das.
Has, was,
Das, dos.
has
Has.
sería la segunda.
La primera.
Ah, es la segunda.
Sí, la segunda,
It's the second one, yes. You say has.
Second. Stop. Fish. Fish category.
Yeah?
Fish.
Stop.
Bus.
First one.
Bus.
Watches. Second.
Watches.
Watches.
Es la
Second.
tercera.
Second, watch.
Goes.
Watch. No, tercera. Three category. Watches.
Watches la second category.
No.
First.
No, three.
Mire, ahí, Marvin. Uy,
Espera,
muy
espera.
chiquita.
No, pero ahí está bien, ahí está bien.
Ah, ve.
Así.
Sí.
Yo no veo bien.
Ahorita la grano.
You finished.
Yes.
Yes, teacher.
Okay. How much you got?
10 and 10. 10 and 10.
10 out of 10. Okay, good job.
Yep. Teacher.
How many times did you try?
Several. But not much.
Proactiva.
No veo bien.
¿Está grande más?
Es que no está clara. A mí no me la
De verdad.
saca. Como que está como distorsionada, pero se puede ver.
A ver ahora.
Sí, así. Pero bájalo un poquito, bájalo un poquito.
¿Por dónde?
Abajo, no, bájala.
Ahí.
Hacia arriba.
Es que no he copiado lo demás de arriba.
Espérame, pues, ¿en qué palabras?
Espérese, mejor le voy a tomar fotos.
Ay. Sigue, teacher.
Yes, I'm here.
Ya no
Sorry,
descubrió.
teacher.
Here.
In English, please.
Down page, Tania. Tania, bájelo.
Okay. Por ahí.
Hasta el finish.
Finish. Ahí.
Okay, let's go back to the main session, okay?
Okay. Ya, Tania.
Tania.
Okay. Voy.
Okay, let's see. Boris, what about the first one? Give me the answer.
Okay, the first one is the second category.
Is the second category, okay? So how do you pronounce it?
Lives.
Live. Okay,
Lives.
Tanya, continue.
Make this is a fair category.
The third one?
Yes.
You add an extra syllable, Tanya?
No, teacher. The letter is only the first.
The first or the third?
The first.
Ah, the first one. I heard the third.
Yes.
Sorry.
Ah.
All right. Hey, Peñate, can you participate?
Invite.
How are
Yeah,
you?
I can. Teacher. I'm busy.
You're busy. Okay. So right quick, Peñate, give me the category for the third verb.
The first category.
The first one. Okay, thank you. Marvin.
Words. The third category.
Works.
No. Works is the first category.
The first
Works.
category. Okay. All right, Max. Continue.
Teacher, I have a problem with my camera.
Okay. All right, no, don't worry. Tell me.
What is the word?
Wish.
Wish is wishes. Wishes.
So it's the third category.
Yes.
Okay. All right, Kevin.
Is the second category. Stays.
Stays. Okay. All right, Boris, continue.
Does is the second category.
Okay, all right. Oscar Maya.
The number 3, watches.
Washes. Okay, all right. Lil.
Yes, teacher.
Okay, continue, Lil.
Has is the second category.
The second what, Lil?
Has. No sé cómo pronunciar esa palabra.
Category.
Category. Is the second category.
Uh-huh. Okay. All right, Miguel.
Teacher.
Tell me.
Stop.
Which is the category?
Stops sería first category.
First category. Okay. Lenin. Continue.
Watches.
Okay, is the third category, right?
There's category.
Okay, third category.
Category.
Gabby, continue.
Third.
The second category.
Second category. Goes. Okay, Thomas.
Page. Second category.
Second category. Okay.
Second category.
Right, William.
Tommy, is the first category says
Uh-huh. Oh. Says.
says.
See. Or says. Because you have a voice sound right here, William.
I'm sorry, is second category.
It's second, yes, it's second. Cesar.
Says.
Sorry. Is a second category.
It's the second category. Okay. All right. So let's see. Let's check it out. Good job. 10 out of 10. Okay. Hey, remember, guys, the pronunciation is category. Category.
Category.
Category. Boom, 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 boom. Cate. Okay, you have K and A in uppercase because you have the stress on the first syllable. Category. Category. Repeat.
Category.
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 All right. Okay, guys. Now I want you to use one verb from the list, and I want you to use the verb in third person form, and I want you to write down a sentence on the chat right now, please. Write down a sentence on the chat. Use one verb from the list, the verb in third person form. Okay, do it right now, please.
Everyone or sure.
Just one sentence, a sentence per person, okay? Choose one verb from the list and you write your sentence on the chat.
And third person, right?
Mm-hmm. Yeah, third person. But no, I need a sentence, a complete sentence. Okay, she pays for the food. Okay, good. That's correct.
In the third person, teacher. No.
Third person, yeah, third person. He works stressfully at night. Okay. He works. She watches the movie. She enjoys. Okay, Tanya, she enjoys pizza. The article is not necessary, Tanya.
Okay, teacher.
Thomas.
Tell me, teacher.
You have the chat private.
Yes.
Okay. Change it, please. Okay, she enjoys pizza. She lives in San Salvador. He works at night. She catches the ball. He watches TV in the morning. He plays soccer. She enjoys pizza. She enjoys a good beer. Miguel, okay. She has a long hair. Oh, okay, all right, let's see. She has long black hair. She has long black hair.
Okay.
All right, long black hair. She watches the picture. Giovanni, he sent the packs, but what happened to the verb? You need to modify the verb because you're using third person. Caesar, we do not normally wash our teeth. We can wash our hands, our face,
Oh,
okay, but
okay. Sorry.
brush
Okay.
is the verb.
Okay.
He brushes his teeth.
Okay.
Okay, she washes the dishes in the morning. Okay, he works in Siman or at Siman.
At.
At.
Go.
Okay. He paints the aircraft. All right, continue. Give me more sentences. She says tomorrow. Miguel, what do you mean by the sentence? She says tomorrow eat a lot of donuts. What do you mean, Miguel?
Sería donuts the first.
Okay, but yeah, no, but I want to know the context. What is the context?
Como ella dice que mañana comerá muchas donas. No.
Okay, so she says she will eat a lot of donuts.
Okay.
She says she
says tomorrow eat a lot of donuts.
She says she will eat a lot of donuts tomorrow.
Okay.
In the end of the sentence.
Yes. She says she will eat a lot of donuts tomorrow. She pays bills. She stays at home. She takes her breakfast at 8:30. Okay. She has breakfast at 8:30. She has breakfast. We can replace take for has. Okay.
Okay.
All right. Let's see. This car stops the traffic. Okay. he marks the items with the price. Okay. Guys, you're not using Google Translate, right? Guys,
No,
come
teacher.
on. Are you using Google Translate? Don't use Google Translate to give me my examples, okay? Come on.
Que se ve que es traducción de Google.
¡Qué valor!
Componente.
She enjoys her work. All right. She wants. Okay, Peñate. She wants to stay. In this case, since you have two verbs in the same sentence, you modify the first one, not the second one. She wants to stay at the beach all weekend. So you modify the first verb. When you have two verbs in the same sentence, you modify the first one, and the second one, you don't modify it. Okay. He reads first items, the reference. Tanya, what do you mean by this?
Él lee el primer ítem de la referencia. No.
Okay, he reads the first item of the reference. Okay. She speaks like what? Like QC.
Quality control.
Okay, all right. Yes, Lil. She doesn't.
The same thing. It's the same pronunciation.
You see?
Okay,
I'm sure.
she doesn't, oh, the verb is missing right here. She doesn't do. She doesn't do her homework. Don't forget the verb. She doesn't do her homework. Okay, all right, guys. So let's go over the attendance. Okay, let's go over the attendance for today's lesson. Oscar Amaya.
Present, teacher.
Ever Campos.
Present.
Miguel Cruz.
Present, teacher.
Lenin Escobar.
Present, teacher.
Tania Escobar.
Present.
Douglas Flamenco.
Douglas.
Present, teacher.
Okay. Oscar Peñate.
Present.
Rogelio Guardado. Missing. David Hernández.
Present.
Gabriel Hernández.
Present, teacher.
Mario Hernández. Mario.
Present, teacher.
Okay. Thomas
Present,
Granell.
teacher. Present.
Okay.
Present.
Lee López.
Present.
William López.
Present, teacher.
Kevin Martínez.
Present.
Nicolás Monge.
Present, teacher.
Maximiliano Monterrosa.
Present.
Boris Romero.
Present, teacher.
Torres. José Torres.
Present, teacher.
José Vázquez.
Present, teacher.
Marvin Zúñiga.
Present, teacher.
Okay. All right, guys. So this is it for today's lesson. I'll see you tomorrow.
See you tomorrow.
Take care.
Teacher. Good night.
Bye.
Bye.
Bye-bye.
Bye-bye. Good night.
Teacher, ¿me escucha?
Sí, le escucho.